Do you see this adorable little ball of fur? With any luck, I'm going to go pick her up tomorrow. And she's going to be my baby, my kitty, I'm so excited. That cat did not pull through. I got Craigslist scammed. Story for another time. But I did find a cat. And she's coming in June. So stay tuned for her update. So, I feel like it just made so much sense to talk about content that's gonna get you some likes. Because I have a feeling that you're not there. I have a feeling that you're having the struggles. I have a feeling that you're like, why am I even doing this if no one is going to flippin' like my content? I got you, boo. We're here. What's up? My name is Desiree, and I'm here to simplify your online marketing life, period. Okay, now, if people are not liking your content, there's probably a series of things that you're doing wrong. My guess is that you're posting links on your socials. Don't do that. My guess is that you're not being consistent. My guess is you're not being interesting. I'm guessing that you're not being edutaining. I'm guessing that you're not talking about them. You're talking about yourself and why you're great, okay? We are here to get likes because like leads to comments. Comments lead to conversations. Conversation leads to people hitting that call now, book now, buy now button on our websites. Okay? So let's talk about what you need to do to fix this, because you could get a cat and cat content's gonna get you a lot of likes, but it's not going to be what we're going to do to help you build your brand and get what you need to happen, which is getting those likes, those hearts, those follows, those subs, all of the things. So let's break it down. Okay, first, you need to take a real hard, honest look at your analytics. All right, you need to go into the back end of your Meta Business Suite. You need to go into your YouTube Studio analytics. You need to go into your Pinterest analytics. You need to go into all the places that tell you what you need to know about your content and look at what is it that you are doing wrong and what is it that you're doing right. Like what content is doing well, what content isn't doing great, where's my reach problems happening, all that kind of stuff. You can take this as like a 365 look, a 90-day look, and a 1-month look. And it's going to give you a really good snapshot of what you can dig into. The things I want you to pay attention to is the content that's not converting and the content that is. Because if something is converting, I want you to look at when did I post it? What was the situation in the world and the life in which this good post happened? And 3, how can I make more just like it? We want to fame hack our own content, okay? It's so easy for us to be like, well, it's Christmas. Of course I'm going to do a happy Christmas post. No, okay? We want to make sure that we are fame hacking ourselves and the industry and the content and the season so that we can have success and get seen more. Next, we want to make sure we've got a solid content calendar. If you are not being consistent, you are going to be doomed for failure. I want you to think about the things that you do for your business on a regular basis that have led to you having success. And if you're not also applying the same logic to your social channels, like what is the point of this? For me, Monday is your girl's content creation day. I get up early, I do all of this, and I plan out what's going to happen. I'm recording 4 videos so that I can make sure I have plenty of content ahead of like life happening, vacations happening, things beyond my control, the power going out, the earth and the cosmos falling in on themselves. Like I'm ready for it. You need to have that same content calendar situation in place, because if you do not have a content calendar, you're not going to have success and not know what to post, not know what to do. All of the things really revolve around that content calendar. Now, if you need one, I have a free one that you can grab down in the description below, where it's going to like walk you through like what you need to do. It's just a one-sheeter. You can print it and use it over and over and over again so that you can simplify this process, okay? A content calendar is your foundation of what you're posting and when you're posting, so you know when you need to make stuff and what it needs to be. It's going to dictate what your messaging is. It's going to give you a foundation for like what day of the week, what's happening in our industry, what seasonal things are going on, what information can we share. We have all these things that we can map out in a content calendar so we can have a cohesive plan for success. So when we're putting our content calendar together, it's also really important to take a little sneaky peek over at our competitors. Our competitors are going to be showing us like what it is that they are doing that is or isn't going to work for us, okay? Our competitors are not so much competitors like we're gonna fight it out and see like who's gonna win the boxing match. Like we're not doing like Creed versus Dame, right? We are here to like learn from them, be inspired by them. Maybe go follow people who are in your industry in another state, another region, another situation, so then you don't feel like they're a direct competitor for you. I would like to think that because of what we're doing, you're not gonna have any competitors. You're gonna be the leader of the pack, but we still need little bit of inspiration. What are they doing that is having success that you can do too? Let's give you a personal example for your girl, all right? My competitors in this space are going to be like Austin over at Socialty Pro. He's always posting the bombest content. He has a real good process. Like he's posting great content, asking questions, being controversial, posting videos. He gets the system, okay? He is my competitor because we both do video, social content stuff and education and try to get people to come work with us so that we can do it. Another quote unquote competitor of mine is my girl, Jessica Stansberry. She's literally my friend. We literally have had her on the Women of Video podcast. She spoke at my event. I ask her questions all of the time. Pretty sure the title of this video is directly inspired by her words. So you have to think, what is my competitor doing that I also want to do? I want to check what content they've been making lately that's doing really well. How can I tailor that to my content, my voice, my vision, and tie that in to that content calendar so that we can also piggyback off their success because they've done the work. They did the work for us. They showed us what's working. Now we can just kind of like piggyback off of it. Don't steal. Be inspired by it so that we can create too. Now I said this before, I teased a little bit earlier about how we're not sharing links, okay? We are focusing on pictures and videos and text posts, okay? If you need to share a link for some reason, please put that down in your comment section. For more information, click here. To see what I'm talking about, click here. Watch this video, like whatever that may be, do it in the comments, okay? Because the comments is where you can kind of like, that's where the conversation stimulation, the true people who are interested in your content have to say. You want to bring people in by having a statement, a controversial thing that you're doing, a quote image, a video, a photo, a situation of what you're doing. My most engaged piece in content ever on my social media, on my Facebook page, was when my dog died, which is why I'm now getting a cat. Okay, my dog died and I had literally over 1,000 people that commented on this post, liked it, gave me support. I got so many messages. I got so many gifts in the mail from people who just like their heart poured out to me for the situation that we were in. And I fully intend to share my good news to people once I have her in my hands. I'm getting a cat. Why I'm not getting a dog, that's a whole story you're gonna have to look for over on my Facebook and my Instagram page because I'm gonna share that story with you, okay? But that is what it is. It was a photo with a story that people connected to and engaged with, and that's what we're looking to do. What is it about you that allows people to connect with it? I can tell you now a link to your website is not where it's at. I think my next point kind of piggybacks off of what we talked about with like the death of my dog post and the cat post and all this kind of stuff. And it's that people want to engage the person, not a brand. I know this is really hard because maybe you are watching this because you're a marketing person at a company, or maybe you are an entrepreneur who works in a specific kind of business, or you're a creator who's doing something specifically. You are not able to have success if you're building off of like a brand name or a logo. All right, and let me give you a good example. So I rebranded this channel to All-in-One Social Media in September of 2021, and it was a gigantic failure. My whole thing was like, I want to free up my name to do other things. I want other people to come to this channel. I want to be this resource. I was going for this like social media examiner vibe, and it was not right. It was not living it. And if you want like report, social media examiner is also not doing it on YouTube, you know, so it's like a whole thing. People want to do business with people. I'm in a BNI group locally, which is Business Network International, and the mantra is people do business with those that they know, like, and trust. People know, like, and trust people, not agencies and brands. Like when you look at it from the perspective of like that BNI group, in order for me to be in that group, they had to vet me, not my company. Like, what do I have to offer? What am I doing? Who do I know? How can I help? Can I be a referral partner for this group? Can I help pass business back and forth? They cared about Desiree, not my agency. If I was to be like, hey, I can't do this anymore, here's Caroline from All-in-One Social Media, she's going to be here now. They're going to be like, hard pass. No, we don't know her. We know you, and you're the one that we're interested in, not just your service, right? So you have to think, how can I be a person in my content? How can I be relatable? How can I guide the Frodo through to Mordor to my Gandalf? Because they don't care about you. They care about themselves. Okay, that's my next point. But you have to find, how can your story help them? How can like your experience help them? And by having that conversation, cultivating that message, you're going to be able to have success because you're connecting by helping them through your shared experience. Now, this one's a little hacky, but I want you to go ask your customers for a recommendation. I want you to go ask them for a Facebook rec or a Google rec, or use a great tool like Story Prompt to get a video recommendation, LinkedIn recommendations. You want to get recommendations because when you get recommendation, it gives your socials all a little boost. Okay. Obviously, you have a personal profile on Facebook, that's not gonna work. So we're talking from a business page perspective. Okay. But you want to get those recommendations. It gives you a little boost. You can comment on them. You can share on one of their social platforms. You can take a screenshot. You can hit the share button from where they are. Like you can turn those into social content pieces. Like the opportunities for reviews is really infinite. You can do a lot with them. Now, if you want to know like how you can make graphics and do super bomb things with your social content being consistent all thing, watch this video right here, where I'm going to walk you through how to use Adobe Express to create and schedule your content super easy, seamlessly, and cheap.